EIDL grant heats up, baby. It is coming live in just a few days. $5,000 EIDL grant if you work during the pandemic and have less than 10 employees and you had a downturn of your business. So how do you get an EIDL grant? What are the answers to the most common questions? In this throwback video, I go over the EIDL grant on Overnight's LALATE. Viewers finally reveal how they accept an EIDL loan to get the grant and then hand the loan back. This is a bombshell update for Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're staying safe and staying positive. And also, watch our Main Street Lending Program video, which went live this afternoon after a hiatus of a couple of days. If you've not gotten your EIDL loan and you're a little frustrated with the whole process, the Main Street Lending Program has just started to heat up with new details we've obtained, and you're going to have a jaw drop. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And we'll be getting to this surprising new development about how to return the loan and keep the grant shortly. But let's answer some of the 45 great questions on the EIDL grant from yesterday. JAC Enterprise, you could pay the loan back at pay.gov. Interesting. I don't know if that's true, but maybe. Ricardo Hall, it's amazing how you helped so many people. Most of us were pretty lost until you came on the scene. You're the greatest. Thank you much, so LALATE. Well, thank you, Ricardo. If you're just tuning in, hit that alarm button on the front of this channel so you can alert when a new video goes live. And we're doing unusual stuff over the next couple days, so please stay with us. Crispin Guenti. Hey, LA, thank you for the advice and encouragement through these hard times. I applied for the EIDL on 4/2, got the grant 4/27, portal 5/23, and approval 5/30. Thank you for all the help. Do you have a GoFundMe or PayPal to help donate to your channel and your wonderful cause for helping people? That is so kind. No, we don't. The best thing I could say is share the videos, post them on Facebook, stay with us as a regular viewer. I don't recognize the name, so I think this is the first time I'm reading you on air. Stay with us and watch the videos to the end. It helps the algorithm. It's so tacky to say it helps the algorithm, but it does. And the algorithm was really kind to us in the middle of this week and was really bad to us yesterday and today. So get that algorithm to help us, Crispin. And that is, also you can always jump into some of our live chats. Some of the people support the channel by jumping in our live chats. Mike Long, has anyone asked if they're going to be opening it back up to non-ag businesses? No, they're not. Danny M, love the show, information, hard work you do the behind the scenes. Got 2 deposits into my account. I accepted the EIDL. 1 deposit over $25,000, another deposit of $1,000, assuming that's the grant portion. I'm the sole proprietor, that means. Do I have to ask the SBA for the remaining 10? Has anyone gotten the full 10 grand in the matter? Also, have you heard anything about the ultra low EIDL, then asking for the full 10 grand? I called SBA. Any thoughts? Yeah, I have thoughts. The thoughts are you're not going to get the EIDL grant. Sorry about that. I was just passed a note about new riots here in Los Angeles, so sorry for the interruption there. Yes, I do have an opinion about that. That is that you aren't entitled to the remainder of the $10,000. They're not paying it. You can sort of request it, but they're just not paying it. Joel Serafini, I got my EIDL approval for 20 grand today. Signed the loan docs. My credit score is 563. I hope that it helps everyone. Glad to hear that. Pizza God, have both U.S. senators and 1 rep. I have 2 U.S. senators and 1 rep in the loop. Their plates are full. It couldn't hurt. So he is referring to our exciting EIDL loan and grant stories. I'll drop them in the links above from this last week, where we dropped those really shocking letters from members of Congress to SBA saying you are not complying with the CARES Act, give the people the remainder of their $10,000. It's really a big issue. You, as viewers of this channel, as the last one said, he got $1,000. Where's the rest of the $10,000? The rest of the $10,000, his $9,000, they're not going to pay it. They were required to pay it. Under the CARES Act, you were required to get up to $10,000 if you requested the $10,000. So it was not within the SBA's discretion whatsoever to pay you based upon the number of employees or make up this moving the goalposts calculation that was created by Kimberly Butler in a letter that we dropped in Thursday's video. Robert Henson, gang and share, LA deserved it. Well, thank you. Haroon Saroof, I got approval for EIDL loan, but it shows 0 and the decision will be sent by mail. All right, so that's a great question. I love that one. That is a technical glitch, according to SBA. We dropped that in the EIDL loan video from today. If you haven't watched it, it's in the links above. Viewers who get an EIDL loan portal offer and go in and sign and accept the offer and see the offer is 0, 1, or $1,000, that is what's called a glitch. It is not actually $1,000 your offer is 0. You need to call SBA and they will fix it for you. Bruce DeBlow, immediately after my last comment, received another email from disaster customer service, something like that I need to apply through a Streamline application. This is something weird. It is weird. There's nothing else to apply for. New York Thrill spoke with Tier 2 yesterday, was told the grant will come with a loan. I kindly asked to see where in the CARES Act that was written. I love it. He said, don't argue with him, and hung up on me. This is becoming a complete game with me. I applied and got no grant, received a loan portal from May 26th, no word yet. We'll stay for shortly because I'm going to address this sort of issue of how to get the grant. But sorry they hung up on you. W. Perry, hazard insurance is only needed for 24,000 or more. Corn-fed, I found Kimberly Butler's number. You're the great man video. Yes, and we dropped the entire database of contacts. I mean, we didn't drop it. It's public information. Of phone numbers to reach all the regional offices of the SBA if you're getting the run around by people hanging up the phone on you like the other person. Kitty's Cookies. Sorry, just messed that up. April 15th, got $1,000 grant, applied. What should I do? It wasn't the loan. Does the SBA still email me the loan offer? Yes. About 2 to 3 weeks after you receive your grant, you're going to get a loan offer. And you go and click it. If you don't want the loan offer, don't click on the email. The reason why is when you go and click on the email and start playing around and accept a loan amount, which SBA may ultimately deny, but if you accept it, that triggers another Experian hard credit pull. Michael Ramirez applied 329, received a grant on $1,000 on May 1st, credit pulled. When should I receive the email portal? You should have already received this about 2 to 3 weeks. I call SBA. Moondog, who comments on a daily basis, awesome job, LALATE. Well, thank you. Brian Noose, what do they consider agricultural to be a farmer? I haul agricultural products, but it was denied because it's only open to agriculture. They only want farmers. Why are they only wanting farmers? I mean, that's a really good point. We've done a lot of reconsideration videos. We did another one earlier today, which was basically in the loan video. I'll drop in the links above, and we talk about it later in the video recording. But denying you because you're not farmer enough, deny you because you're not so agricultural, deny you because you're agricultural-ish, but not agricultural enough. I don't know where they're going with this. For Brian Noose, can you drop in the comments to this video if you're watching again today, which I assume you are, what you actually do? It says you haul the products. Well, what is your business name? I think they're going for very simple, idiotic stuff like, what is your business name? And, what is your business address? And so if the business name is like U-Haul Trucking, they're going to say, well, that's not agricultural. That's a trucking company. I think that's how they're thinking. Kim Akins, you're 100% right. The loan agreement is the final word. So this is referring to what we did yesterday's video was about EIDL loan terms and conditions. I'll drop in the links above. And viewers are just going over and back and forth about what SBA says this and that to me. I say, hey, it's what the loan agreement is that you sign. The agreement is final. And so Kim says the same thing. It appears to be simple interest, so payment timing and consistency is critical. Also, because the payment is posted to interest plus principal, delayed payment is not a good idea. Jeff Startwell, regarding the $25,000 collateral issue and the impact of advance. Here's the main point. There is a $100 filing fee for the UCC Bank collateral agreement. If the SBA at the systems present a $100 filing fee, there's no $100 filing fee to be processed. Then there's no collateral agreement to be prepared. Makes sense? No. I don't think it makes sense. I think it's just a way to set you up to get in trouble. Not you, but SBA. Maxwell Studio, April 8th vortex. Oh boy, another vortex from April 8th. Denied because it could not substantiate economic injury. Are you kidding me? The wording implies that I received a grant and I did not. I mean, this is really the one that rubs me the worst. That people who are denied the loan waiting to get the grant, and on denial the loan says not enough economic injury because it's less than the grant money you received, and they never received any grant money. And I discussed it in the loan video today, an hour ago, and there was 2 comments in that video. There have been hundreds of people who have gotten the same ridiculous, insane letter. I mean, this is what you would say to your congressman. How dare you? I mean, you're a lending agency that is run by numbers and documents. You can't keep track of what you gave to certain people. You know, it's not like it happened one time. There are hundreds of viewers of this channel, and here I'm going on a rant, but sorry. There are hundreds of people on this channel who are getting this insanely stupid letter that says we're denying you a loan because you got too much money for a grant, and they never got a grant. And I'm not saying this is not a situation where there was a bank routing error and you sent it and it didn't get processed. We're talking about a lot of viewers of this channel, hundreds, if not thousands, who have gotten this insanely ridiculous letter. So what's going on, SBA? I mean, really? If you don't know how to process things, hire new people. Manuel Lombardo, that was a rant. Exactly. I will not sign something that makes the CARES Act wrong. A grant is not a loan, but I'm sure SBA may try to find some stipulation. Bob Rossi. I got my grant for $1,000 yesterday. I got a grant, but I got my grant, but my loan was only $3,500. Any thoughts if I should accept? I mean, if you need the $3,500 and you want to carry the loan for a short period of time, and then give it back when you don't need it, then you could do it. I mean, I wouldn't carry a $3,500 loan for 30 years. Absolutely not. But if you absolutely need it, then sure. If you haven't considered PUA or unemployment benefits, or you have and it didn't work for you, then yeah. If it works for you, I wouldn't take it. Bob DeBelow, sole proprietor agricultural. Something's going on at SBA. Really? Never heard that. Called today to get an update on my EIDL. And this is the same person contacted me with the total cost of operations for the last year, then asked for it again next day, claiming confusion with another applicant. Well, after chatting with her, she's pulling up, but her computer is slow. She said she would call me back, but instead emailed me saying that she was unable to move my application a step further. But before I received her email, I received another from Disaster Assistance saying I had multiple applications and closed one, giving me confirmation that it was closed. This is really strange. Applied once through street application, end of May. Do you think they tossed it or lost it? Bruce, great question. I mean, this is probably another video, and this is a bombshell. Even before I get to the real bombshell of this video, that people are getting this strange thing that there are multiple applications when they didn't have multiple applications. You're not the only person. I mean, it's really sort of insane. So let me get to this shocker here. The shocker is about getting the EIDL loan to get the grant and then handing back the loan. I mean, this really came up before the Memorial Weekend, and I'll tell you how it came up. The week before Memorial Weekend, which was like for Friday or Saturday, we dropped the first story on YouTube that said, hey, if you've not gotten a grant, you're not getting a grant unless you get a loan first. And when the loan is approved, then they're giving you the grant money, but you got to call up and ask for the grant money. I mean, no one else had said it until us. Now everyone's repeating us after this point. The interesting thing was we then, a day or two later, went over terms and conditions of the video of the loan agreement, and everyone just put up their hands and in the comments said, oh, I don't want that damn loan. Who they think they're kidding? I don't want the loan. I'm giving it back. So then some viewers said, you know what? I'm going to take the loan to get the grant, and then I'm handing back the loan, and I'm doing it right after the Memorial Day weekend. Well, come that Tuesday after the Memorial Day weekend, guess what happened? No one dropped any comments saying they did it. So all this week, we kept on asking, or the days thereafter, kept on asking people, hey, did you do that? Did you return the loan to keep the grant? And did it work? It turns out now, which is Saturday, a few viewers have now done it, and they were able to do it. They basically, whether it was their plan or whether that just happened, that they did return the loan and they kept the grant. So, this is one of them. Jody Phillips. Thank you for all your help. After careful consideration and many of your updates, I returned my EIDL money this morning. It was under $25,000, and I did get a $1,000 grant the same day I deposited the loan. I simply called SBA, said I was writing a check back for the loan portion. There was no mention of the grant being returned. I love it. Making sure that I did include my application date, 3/30 Vortex, really awful, and the EIDL loan number in the memo. I also added I was returning the EIDL funds. It was a difficult decision, but I believe they would owe me. If this craziness continues, I'm unable to stay in business, they would possibly call in the loan. Very well said. I do plan to pursue the additional $9,000 grant of the original $10,000 that we're supposed to get. Great reporting, LA. So she is one of the viewers we're starting to see late in this week who have said enough is enough. I am not going to sign this quite onerous agreement with SBA that requires me to do a lot of hideous things I just don't want to do. I just wanted the grant money. I got the grant money. I had to wait through a year and crazy process to sign a loan agreement and get a loan, and I got the grant money. Thank you. Here's your loan money. So she turned it back. And so far, she has heard no recourse about that. I don't think there can be a recourse. There was no agreement signed between her and SBA for grant money. It was an agreement regarding a loan agreement. And the loan agreement says you can give back the loan at any time without penalty. Well, that's what she did. So if you're watching this video and you have returned the loan agreement to keep the grant, drop in the comments below. We'd love to hear your comments. Finally, Paham Safrifi says, hey, LALATE, I want you to know that I got my $10,000 grant and my $10,000 loan and $8,000 grants finally. I signed the loan documents last night. And due to the details a Tier 2 rep told me on the file, the grant will be sent first. They do intend to do that. I assume the loan will be coming in the next few days. Great. And I'll add and finish with this, is that we've reminded you that when you're waiting for the loan and you sign the loan documents or about to sign the loan documents, call SBA and say, hey, where's my grant? How much is it? When is it going to come? And how is it going to come? I would do that even before you sign the loan documents because it is now 2 weeks into this where we've been talking about using the loan to get the grant. There is no indication that people were inherently getting the grant because of the loan, but for them calling SBA. All the viewers that have said they got the grant were also viewers who are talking with SBA. So it is just safe to be that way. Hope you stay safe as well. And as always, stay LA for more.